Hello everybody. I just wanted to preface this video by saying that I apologize for the way that I sound right now. I'm muddling through allergy season. It's a struggle. I'm sure y'all get it. But yeah, without further ado, the portfolio project taught me a lot about ethical scenarios, specifically as to how they relate with the homeless population. The case that I chose was entitled A Downward Spiral, and it was about a man who became jobless, homeless, and familyless in a matter of months. He frequented doctors' offices and spent his days drinking to forget the pain. In one of his drunken escapades, he cut his leg and it became infected. The infection that he had was one that needed to be treated immediately with the proper medications, or it could become much worse. Sorry, brain fog. He then went to the pharmacy and bought about half of the medication that was prescribed to him, as he couldn't afford the whole thing. One day, not long after he cut his leg, a woman approached him and offered him a sandwich. She was part of a nonprofit that provided healthcare to the homeless population. There's only about 250 of such nonprofits in the US. In these organizations, physical and mental health care is provided, and the client is set up with a social worker who is there to help them find permanent housing and a job. There should undoubtedly be more of these nonprofits that specialize in healthcare and long-term success for the homeless, as they are citizens of the US and deserve to be taken care of by any means necessary. Just because they cannot afford the high price tag of Western medicine does not mean that they should have to go without. I'm in the Human and Social Services program, and I'm not sure what I want to do with my degree yet, but I do know that I have the option to become a social worker in the future. The portfolio project taught me that in order to be a well-rounded social worker, one cannot simply forget about an entire population of people. A social worker must display tolerance, perseverance, and problem-solving skills. When working with, tolerance is necessary because the social worker should be able to tolerate when a client acts abnormally, as they have been metaphorically and literally kicked to the curb by society. The social worker should display perseverance, because they should not simply give up after trying to help their clients, even if they refuse contact at first. Many times, people are not quick to trust the US healthcare system, as it has failed them many times in the past. Lastly, the social worker should display problem-solving skills. As a social worker, it is one's duty to make sure that the client has access to the resources in which they need to be successful. Arranging rides, appointments, and housing for the homeless population is no easy feat, but with solid problem-solving skills, it can most certainly be done. So once again, I do apologize for the way I sound, and I try to get through it the best that I could, but otherwise, thank you, and I look forward to seeing your responses.